We'll be starting in just a second, folks. Good morning, everybody. Let me just share my screen and we will begin. Okay. Let's get this party started, shall we? Can I share my screen here? Turn my camera on and wish everybody a happy hump day. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let's get a little light in my room. Hope everybody's doing great. Let's make sure that you guys can see my screen. There we go. Perfect. Let's say hello to everybody. Hope everybody got a chance to see well, let me my assistant Harry will be helping me today. There he is right there. Nice setup. He's a good professional trader. He's been with me for about 7 years now, 6 years. Good morning, Devin, Cifazio, Kevin, Steve, David, Sassy Trainer, John, Kai, John, Warren, Yuri. Good morning, Yuri. Good morning. Good to see everybody here. Pete, Brian. We got Richard. We got another Richard. Got a lot of Richards here. We got Greg. I got to keep all my Richards. Um, the last names: Greg, Mike, Stacy, Harry, Thomas, Lloyd, Catherine, Omar. Good morning, Omar. Robert, Julio, Wayne, Javad. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Doug, Illinois grain farmer, Wade, Manuel, Dave, Ray, Joanne, Ivano, Mr. Italy. How are you? Bill, good morning. Uh, Zoila to become a millionaire. You must be new here. Welcome. Good morning. Roddy, Stan, Wesley, Jody. I actually remember most of you really well. So when I see a new name, it really pops out. James, Matt, Robert, Adriana. Um, we got Barry. Good morning, Barry. Barry's a new Lifetime Diamond member. I just saw him get Lifetime a few days ago. Congrats, Barry. Stephen, Bob, Jeff, Richard. Good morning, Richard. Chad, Art, Henry, Gregory, PI 007. I love that. Randy, Dave, Diana, John, Genevieve, Jesse. Good morning, Jesse. Raj. Good morning, Bob. Good morning. Kevin, Bob, Don, Kevin, Kurt, Cam. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Cam. Thank you. Nathan, good morning. Good morning. Jill, how are you? How's the ice coming along? Eagle Beagle's in the house. Walter's here. We got Scotty. We got Bob. We got Dragon Dawn. I finally learned where Dragon Dawn got that dragon name from. Very interesting story. Let's say hello to everybody. I'm missing a whole bunch of people here. We got Eagle Beagle. We got Walter, John, Sergey, Bob, Richard, Charlie Clyde. I love that. Chris, William, Jay Fremix. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right. Michael, Martin. Good morning, Martin. Ivan D. Diamond Jen. Good morning. Tom, David, Rihanna. Good morning to you. Uh, there's an open room waiting with a few other members and no host. I'm a host right here. I'm right there. Hello. For some reason, the 3 alert triangle did not come up on my Telegram. Huh. Interesting. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sorry about that, but you're here. Santiago, Sin, Scotty, Dijon, Dylan, not Dijon. I'm losing my mind. Gordon, Ed, David, Mark, Frank, Jim. Morning, Jim. I haven't seen you. Murmis, haven't seen you in a while. Pete, we got Whitco. I'm almost done. Pete, Street Skater. Hello, Street Skater 63. RP from Spain, wonderful to have you here. We got Don, MG and Dianco, Shamens. Always good to see Shamens. James, Whitco, Sandra. No, that was Harry. Harry needs a shave. Gregory, Lewis, VT. Good morning, Ronaldo. Stefan, Bobby, Kirk, William, James, Bob, Mark, Afadias, Henry, J. Blazer, Gregory, Norman, Michael, Becky, Karia. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome. I hope everybody's doing great. I hope you like the pictures of my assistant. He's my special assistant. That's my wife's favorite boy. That's Harry. Okay, let's begin. What are the markets doing so far? We're down, but nothing really meaningful. This is not a meaningful fall. Matter of fact, overnight markets were kind of dry. There wasn't much going on. We may have, I know it's kind of weird to say this during earnings, but sometimes earnings just don't produce that much. And momentum levels are low. And I'll get into all of this, but so far we're slightly negative, which is actually good for defensive stocks. Good morning, Naples fan. Kathleen, good morning, everybody. Good morning. If I did not call out your name, I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. Also, good morning, Cam, Gustavo, and Raleigh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, Fed data today. Fed data, we got petroleum status report, and we have Fed speakers. We also have a 20-year bond auction. Folks, a 20-year bond auction is a catalyst. Anything over 10 years is a catalyst. I would even say 7.5 years, but anything over 10 years is a catalyst. We have a bond auction, we have petroleum status report, and I believe Michael Barr is speaking as well. So we do have some Fed data today to keep things more exciting as usual. Hey, Chris, good morning. M. Springs, Harry picks the tops. He does. Good morning, Naples fan. Good morning, everybody. Good to see everybody here. As far as earnings, and I'm going to give this to you one last time. I've been giving it to you every day. This is all the stocks that are coming out with earnings this week and their expected volatility. You know, for shits and giggles, let's just take a look at Netflix to see what they were expecting versus what they got. Let's take a quick look. Netflix is down 7.5%. They were expecting 7.9%. I mean, this doesn't count till it opens, but not too bad, right? Expectation is a 7.9% move. The actual move looked 7.79. Pretty damn accurate. These things, sometimes they're very accurate, sometimes they're not. But knowing the history of how often we outperform helps us with time spreads. And we actually have a time spread on, actually, a lot of people took it off last night. Some people did not. We put a time spread on BSX right before last night, and so far it's looking really good. We'll see what happens after the market opens. Okay. But you should have this. These are all the earnings that are coming out this week. So you could see what their expected move is, okay? What their expected move. And bonds have continued. Yeah, we'll get into all of that in a minute. Hey, Eagle Beagle, good to see you. Yeah. All right. Bond market. We're just about to get into the bond market. The bond market is looking fantastic. This is really good for interest rates going lower. And similarly, this is really good for, let me show you what sectors. I'm kind of jumping a little bit because sometimes it's okay to jump, but interest rates generally are really good for home builders. Okay. They're really good for retail. Okay. And they're financials, and they're pretty good for industrial. Okay. So, but mostly, oh, yeah. Forgot the most important one, Russell 2000. Russell 2000, mid caps, home builders, and retail. And you obviously understand why, right? Higher bonds, lower interest rates. Lower interest rates are really good for home builders. They're really good for basic materials. They're good for index, but this one tends to really shine, and it's right now near all-time highs. But Kathy Woods is not. Kathy Woods has a really big problem. She has a big liability problem. She's about to get sued because she's been telling folks for the last 5 years that her stocks are going to do amazingly well when the small caps make an all-time high. That's not happening. And by the way, I've been telling you that for the last 5 years that that was going to happen. Um, she really should tune on to this show. I can predict her future about 5 years in advance every time. Took spread, closed it out on target in 20 minutes. I love that. How much do you like those time spreads, John? I know we know Art. That's why we put a time spread on. Let me just put this under testimonials. But that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Do you guys want me to stop giving you those time spreads in the pit? Let me know. Let me know if you want me to stop giving them to you in the pit. Let's see how many no's we're going to get. Okay. So the bonds are looking fantastic. This is really good. This is about as good as things are going to get. This is very good. This keeps a floor on the market, you know. US dollar. What is the US dollar is doing? Well, remember I told you it's an A line and it's coming back up. And when US dollar starts coming back up, the next level is going to be right here, by the way. Let me just draw this for you. Right there. And right there. That's the next. I'm just going to delete this because we need to get past this area. This is the next level, and that's the next level. Once we're above the 200, we're at par. Keep giving them. Okay. No. You shouldn't do anything, Ed, till you hear from me. You should just put a 55 limit order like I told you and chill and be happy with the 30% profit. So you see where we're going here? All right. Now let's talk about gold. Okay. What are we going to say about gold? What do we say aside from, I hate to say I told you so? I'm just joking around, Bobby. I'm going to keep them coming. But are my two go-to people to put on trades? Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Kevin. Yeah, definitely. Do you guys remember for several days I've been telling you we're going to come down right here to this trend line? Does anybody remember? It's kind of amazing. You know, I've been doing this every day for 3 weeks now and telling folks we need to cool off. Yesterday, we need to cool off. This is not sustainable. We need to cool off. Does anybody remember this? Please don't buy gold. Don't initiate gold till we're back at this level. Do you remember? I must have said it. I don't know. Cam, how many times have I said it? Maybe 100 times? Maybe 50 to 100 times? Has anybody not heard me say that? To wait till we get right here. And I drew a trend line for you and we were back here. Told you we're going to get right back to the 15-day. Can anybody here with a straight face say I didn't say that? No. No, Harry, I did say it. All right. Sorry about that. I'm just hanging out here. Well, less than 2 weeks. Every day. Gregory says 101 times. Cool. Every day for weeks. Exact. That's the reaction I wanted to get. I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page. By the way, folks, let me where's my manners? Let me give you some links. I'm having a good day today. Having a good day today. Okay, here is the link. Few things. Let's take care of some housekeeping. Yeah, it's the new Bitcoin, right, Gregory? Remember what I said, what's going to happen as soon as somebody says something stupid like that? Exactly what happened. 100 BSK up more than 100% calendar. Sandra, you don't know how much it's up. Those options are too spready right now. Let's wait till the market opens, okay? VIP room link. Roger, why should we come into your VIP room today? Well, let me tell you why you should come to my VIP room today. I'm going to talk about earnings scorecard. how we're looking so far and what to expect from. We're just getting into earnings season, folks. We need to know what the earnings scorecard is. And we're going to talk about options and debit spreads on my top stocks. I haven't given you that. I haven't done that in a while. We had a really good A-line session yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, my dogs are going crazy again. If you haven't seen it, please review. It's on YouTube. It's really good. We're going to talk about, I'm going to do a review of implied volatility. I got about 8 emails, people asking me to kind of just tie it up all together. And I'll use an example from yesterday. Maybe BSX even. We'll see if we can do that. I'll talk about, this is important, and I've been pushing this. There's a big distinction between swing trading and day trading, stocks that are getting overextended. And I want to clarify this for you because a lot of you are not getting it. And it's a very nuanced distinction that I need to explain to you. And I think once I do, you'll have an aha moment, okay? Really important stuff. I want to get real nuanced today. And then I'm going to give you a bunch of directional swing trading stocks and day trading stocks, and I'll tell you what option and option spread works best for them. How about that? We'll have a really good session, okay? Like a really, really good session. That's the VIP room today. I just posted a link. Okay. Gold extended many times. Question, if you didn't trim, what do you do? I'll talk about it, James. I'll talk about it in a second. Do we have Bob? It's Bob. Just hit me up on Telegram and I'll give it to you. Yeah, just hit me up on Telegram. I'll give it to you immediately. But here's the link for Customer Service Live, and excuse me, for VIP room. And here's the link for Customer Service Live. Cam, why don't you tell us? I think he already did. He said he's going to demonstrate how to set up dynamic alerts. Wow. That's very cool. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, just hit me up, Bob, and I'll get it to you within 5 minutes after I'm done here. Okay, so that's where we're at. Also, I know that a lot of folks are just coming in here right now. Folks, if you're coming in here right now, 2 things. Please go to your gearbox and make sure you're not doing what I'm doing and you're not on auto. I'm hardwired, okay? But a lot of you are not. Switch to 1080p HD. 1080p HD. You'll thank me later. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Good morning, Rick. Good morning. Beautiful day. It is a beautiful day, actually. You know that? I haven't been outside in 3 days, except for the gym, but it is a beautiful day. I've been working the whole time. Okay. So, and also give us a thumbs up. 1 thumbs up if you don't mind, and if you find this beneficial, and if you like Harry's picture, and if you want him to appear more often. Here's my assistant today. He's going to take over Matt's job for today. I'm just kidding. All right. So you asked me about gold. We're right now, this is the quarter V. Right now, we're literally touching the quarter VWAP. I want to see us go above this level or consolidate here. I do not want to see us break this level. If we break this level, and if the high is below this level, basically if no part of this chart is touching this, we're probably going to go to the 50-day moving average. We are right now at the last, you guys remember the last option expiration? You guys remember the last option expiration? Quarterly option expiration last month? That's where this VWAP is from, right here. With this telling us that everybody who bought here was making money, now they're back to where they were. So right now, all of these people who bought up here from mid to late September are going to be freaking out because we're right here. So if we bounce from here, and what we want to do is we want to recover this line as soon as possible, okay? If we start coming off, no soup, not till we're at the 50-day moving average. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. So we're either going to bounce, consolidate here. We're probably going to consolidate here for the next couple of days. Then we're going to either bounce up and take out this high, or we're going to trade below this area, this line right here. Do you see why I use these VWAPs? They make really good supports. So, and I'll be updating you every day, but right now I wouldn't be doing anything crazy. I would just be holding on. and waiting if you're long gold. If you're not long gold, now listen carefully. If you're not long gold, or if you actually listened to me and liquidated gold around here, and I hope you did, then we want to wait for gold to trade above 4,200 to go long again. And I wouldn't be in a rush. I would let this ferret out a little bit. Okay. I would let this ferret out. I find it very interesting that both gold and crypto are going down at the same time. I find that very, very interesting. Okay. I don't know what to make of it yet, but I find it very interesting. Crude oil. Crude oil is coming back up. Now, here's what you need to know. We're coming up, but based on this downside trajectory here, this could very much be a bounce. And we're not at the 15-day, and we're not above the 15-day. So my suggestion is to pay attention closely here for a possible turnaround, because right now this is just a potential A line back to the downside. So this doesn't really give us much to work with. If we're going to have a pullback, I want to see a pullback somewhere up here, like maybe between these two lines, and then we'll reevaluate. Also, the highs are getting lower, which is not a good sign. So I'm not really expecting, and this downside move is pretty strong. So I would be expecting more of a pullback to the downside. And here, let me draw it for you so you could see what I'm talking about. It's so much easier when I could just draw it for you. Oh, you're welcome, James. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you and confuse you guys a little bit. What I try to do is confuse you a little bit and then clarify it for you. So here, see how we're at the 8-day MA? We can just come right here and then come right back down. See that? Now, once we start getting higher up here, it's harder to come down. But here, it's very easy to come down, and that would just be an A line to the downside. So my suggestion is don't go hot and heavy with anything crude oil related till we know if we're confirming this level, the VWAP, the last quarter VWAP, which is very important right now, or if we're just going to bounce back down. I'm gonna draw this for you right here. I'm gonna just post this for you, okay? Uh, Here, be careful with oil till we confirm the current move. Okay, that's that. Here, gold. Let me draw this for you. Let me put this for you. I want to do anything possible to make you guys better traders. Okay, anything possible. Here, we either come back up here, right? Or we break down. Here, I'm going to post this for you. Please wait for gold to trade above the recent high for a few days or break down below the dotted blue line, which is the quarterly core. I'm just writing this for you guys. Okay. So you guys have all the information that you need. Okay. When you say confirm the move, I want to see us trade above this level for a day or two. I just posted it on Telegram for you guys. Or I want us to trade completely. I want the high to be completely below this level right here. And then we have right here the next trajectory. Okay. That's a futures contract. I'm looking at the actual futures contract. This is what actually drives the price of gold. I mean, you could look at gold, but they're doing the same thing. Futures are more accurate because futures are open right now. Look, you'll see they're doing exactly the same thing. Look, see that? We either want to get above 390 right here. We want to get above this gap, 390 on GLD, or we want to trade below this thing completely. And that's the next target. Same shit. Same shit. Above 390.50, 390, 390.50, or below this thing. Okay, let's continue. China. What's China doing? I have a lot more to talk about, so I just want to make sure we cover everything. And I don't have to go anywhere because we're still working from my house. And I hope that's not inconvenient. I hope it's not inconveniencing you guys too much. Matt sits here. I'm here. My internet works. It's all good. Good for you, Hopium. I don't think BYND is my trade. I don't think that's my trade. China is just hovering around this area. I wouldn't throw this out with the bathwater yet because look, the trend line is still moving up. We're still glued to this. Remember, I told you not levels, areas. Focus on areas. We're still in this area, and we're getting close to breaking up. So there's a chance we may actually go higher. Okay, we may go higher. Folks, again, please give us a thumbs up if you haven't done so, and make sure you're watching at 1080p per my information. Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, I don't like. We actually have a bonus position in Bitcoin. I think I'm going to give it one extra day because we seem to be consolidating here. We just need to get above this level, and this thing really moves. But I'm not really loving this right now. I may liquidate it. I may tell folks to liquidate it today. It was a debit spread. And the whole point of this, the market was to soften and this was to go higher, but it couldn't break through this area right here. So we're long coin right now, and if we don't see any follow through today, I don't think I'm going to want to keep that position going. All right, what are the catalysts for today? You like it, huh, Shamens? Good, good. Well, we're always in the same room. We're just in a bigger room. Our offices, they took two offices. They took the wall off, and they gave us two offices together. So we have two offices split with no wall. Be kind of funny if we were in a different office. Okay, what are the catalysts? SMH, Netflix, XLV, Texas Instrument, APH. Did APH report this morning? Let's see. They report this morning? Got to watch you guys like a hawk. Yeah, they did. Yep. Yep. Infotech. You're right. You're right. Nice stock. Nice stock. You're right. I got bonds, basically Fed data, bond market, crude oil inventories, financial, uh, healthcare, chips, and consumer discretionary. And I think you guys got it all. Let's see. 20-year bond auction, bond speakers, BSX, GEV. I don't think GEV reported. No, he's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. They did. They did. They did. Industrial. Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Consumer discretionary, infotech, healthcare, energy, financial, Fed data. You guys are right. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Richard, did you hold into earnings or did you get out before earnings? Let me know. I'm pretty sure you got out before earnings, but I just want to confirm. Just want to confirm. All right. Here is VIP room link, folks. And here's customer service live. Yeah, got out. Okay, good. Yeah, he got out before earnings. Yeah, Richard doesn't play. Okay, let me give you guys all the stuff we're looking at today. New round of corporate earnings reports with particular focus on Magnificent Seven Tesla. That's tonight. I wasn't crazy about the market yesterday, and I'll talk about that today. We're looking at Netflix, which slumped. I love the company, but I hate the stock. I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. I love watching Netflix, but I don't like their new business model at all. So I'm very objective. I have the ability to really love what someone does and still hate them as a company. So Texas Instrument plunged 8%, not good for chip stocks. Chip stocks were a little wonky yesterday. And you see how they're very much relatable. They're like brothers and sisters. They're all in it together. That's right, Richard. That's right. Yeah, I don't really care if something missed earnings or not. I just care about the reaction from earnings. General Motors jumped 14%. Warner Brothers climbed 10%. Halliburton surged over 11%. Newmont slid 9%, but I think that had a lot more to do with gold than the actual company. Tesla, first Magnificent Seven to report. Investors will monitor earnings from prominent companies like IBM, TMO, AT&T, Lam Research. We're still looking at 7.2. I'm going to be talking about this today in the VIP room. All right. I'll be talking about that today in the VIP room. And I got a new update from Omar. I will be posting it a little later today. I just got it. I just got it. Just got it today. Investors will focus on crude oil inventories today. We talked about that. Uh, Michael Barr is going to be speaking today because the Fed is in a blackout period during my birthday. Even on my birthday, thank God, on my birthday, I'm not going to hear anything from the Fed. That's good. It's a good birthday wish. Wow, it's coming up 7 days from now, next week, a week from now. 96.7% of a nothing to do here. Government shutdown continues. I don't have any updates on this. I have zero updates here. The only update I have is from Kev, who said publicly that he thinks it's going to end within 7 days, and I have no idea where he's getting his information from. Okay. Europe is down 0.44, 0.44, nothing really crazy. Uncertainty surrounding negotiations between Trump. That's been going on for almost a year now. There's nothing new there. China closed slightly lower, weighted down by decline in gold stocks. They have a huge amount of gold. They're stockpiling gold. Ongoing U.S.-China trade war uncertainty also keeps investor sentiment in check. Gold mining stocks fell on Wednesday after gold prices posted their steepest drop in more than a decade in the previous session amid profit taking. If anybody here with a straight face can come to me and say, I hate you never warned us, please. How many times did I tell you we're going to go back down to the level? I even drew a black line for you there. Japan closed below the flat line. Auto stocks outperformed. I don't see anything here with tech. I don't see anything here with tech. I'm not really seeing here anything with tech. I want to see something with tech moving today. Texas Instrument, not so good. Netflix, not so good. Defensive stocks may be bullish today. Remember, folks, defensive stocks may be bullish today. Healthcare, especially healthcare. Let's see something. Yeah, I'd like to see AbbVie move up. Okay. All right, let's take a look at volatility. What did I tell you I wanted to see for volatility? I think so, Eagle Beagle. Phil, why would you say that? Why no VIP room today? What makes you think I'm not going to have a VIP room today, Phil? I am going to have a VIP room. I already gave you my schedule for the VIP room. Here is the link for my VIP room. What makes you think I'm not going to have VIP room today? Here's the link for my VIP room, and here's my agenda for the VIP room. Let me give you my agenda. I'm going to talk about earnings scorecard to see what to expect from different sectors. I'm going to talk about option and debit spreads on top stocks. I'm going to give you top stocks and give you the best options for those stocks. I'm going to review implied volatility briefly because a lot of folks are still a little hazy on it. And I'm going to give you this is important. I'm going to give you a distinction between overextended stocks for swing trading versus day trading because there's different rules and a lot of folks are not realizing that. Okay. And then Kane is going to come in and talk about his project, which people always love to hear from Kane. So that's happening today in the VIP room. And if you have questions, don't come running to me. Go to Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show, where Gustavo and Cam will give you all the good stuff. And yesterday, folks told us we had a very good session, okay? We had a very, very good session yesterday. Okay, what did I tell you about volatility yesterday? This is yesterday. I want to see us break the low. We did. We broke the low right here. Look. And now we're below 19. We're below this level. We're below 19, and I'm not seeing volatility moving higher. And also, the truth is, the market is down right now, and we could potentially have a real downside move today. But this isn't really all that bad. This is pretty random right here. And S&P is up right now. So the market is brushing off some negative news. And we'll get into that more in a second. But what you need to know is that volatility is not, we don't have heightened volatility anymore. We're now back in this range or almost in this range right here. Just a little bit more, and we're going to move into this range. So Keep an eye today on volatility, but if you see another drop towards the 100-day line, towards 16, 15, even staying in this area, I'm okay with that. This is fine. I don't want us to break 20. This is fine. I don't have a problem with this, especially after this fiasco right here. Okay? All right. Okay. Let's continue. Put to call ratio. I don't like to look at it too often, but it's still looking pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it right now. We're starting to see some put buyers, but honestly, this is pretty mixed. This is telling us we're in a fairly mixed market. It's telling us that what it's telling us is this, that the bulls are not getting too greedy and the bears are not getting too greedy. When you see right here, that means the bulls are getting ahead of themselves, and you see this, that means the put buyers are getting a little too panicky, a little too scared. Right now, we have a fairly mixed market in terms of the balance between the bulls and the bears, which is one of the reasons why we're not seeing huge range and we're seeing fairly crappy price action overnight because we have a fairly good balance right now. And there's not a lot of directional momentum. We do have more than 50% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average, which is good. Um, I like the NASDAQ 100. Now we have 64. So the market's actually getting firmer on the inside. Even this number, remember, I was worried this got to 45, 44. Look, we're at 49, 48, 49. A lot of this has to do with smaller stocks, but this does not. So this is very good. I like this. This is really good. I was worried this was going to go to 30 or 20. That wouldn't be good. But it bottomed out about 45 and now it's at 64. So we have a fairly two-sided market right now. Okay, we have a fairly two-sided market right now. What about price action? Let's talk about price action. Well, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of folks are like, Roger, you're saying the markets look good, but it's not really doing much. But look, remember yesterday I said we're probably just going to stay around the 8-day. We're still not overextended. We're still moving in the right direction. I'm not really seeing anything really crazy. Now, do I like the market right now? No. Why? Well, look at the range yesterday. This is untradeable, folks. This is untradeable. Literally, this is untradeable. This is tradable. This is tradable. This is tradable. This is untradeable. This is telling us that the market basically did nothing yesterday. And right now, look at the high and low. Overnight, we've had hardly any action during earnings. Okay, during earnings. So I don't know what to make of this, but I'm going to tell you this: if we're going to have a trading day like this, you're not going to be seeing me aggressively trade today like yesterday. This is very low probability environment. The good news is we're not breaking down on a daily chart. Intraday, this is bad news, but overall, this is fine. We're moving in the right direction. We're not breaking down. We're not breaking up. We're just taking a little pause. But this is just complete bullshit right here. You can't trade this. And when we start getting such low volatility around earnings, it's telling us that buyers and sellers are fairly squared off and there's just not a lot of debate about price action. So as far as I'm concerned, keep an eye on the 8-day EMA, but I like what I'm seeing here as far as the big picture, but I don't like what I'm seeing here as far as intraday price action. And we'll talk more about this when I talk about levels. And that untradable continued overnight. Exactly, exactly. Richard and I were talking about this yesterday. Okay. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. That's this right here, Gearbox. And if you like what you're hearing, if I'm helping you out, give us a thumbs up one time. Also, subscribe to this channel. You'll be notified immediately when Richard, we just call that low probability trading action, or the trading action sucks. So this is very, very poor trading action. This is very poor. I mean, look at overnight action. We went nowhere. We've had overnight moves like this sometimes. We went nowhere. And yesterday we went nowhere at night and during the day. Do you remember my comment yesterday when I was drawing intraday levels that the overnight price action was really crappy and very random, and it may transfer into, and we may have a Monday yesterday. Monday we had a run day, and yesterday we had a chop day. Well, guess what we had yesterday? A chop, chop, chop suey day. And it looks like today we're gearing up for another one as well. I don't know what to tell you. I don't, and I'll confirm that when I do intraday analysis, but Richard's saying the same thing. Okay. NASDAQ, what's the NASDAQ doing? Let's take a quick look here. Let's take a look. Let's look at overnight price action. Yeah, still kind of dead. I try, Ralph. I try. Same thing. Look at these. Look at the size of these bars. Look at the size of these bars. And now look at the size of this bar. This is yesterday. And look at what we're doing today. So today, I think honestly, we're just going to hover around here, maybe touch the 8-day EMA and I'm just not feeling it, folks. Now, we have a little difference today. We have tech earnings, but even after that, we're still random overnight. Look at the Dow. Look, this is random BS price action. And earnings are out already. So we may not have a lot of high probability environment. That means if you send me an email saying, Roger, how come you're not giving us any trade? It means I'll know you're not watching this presentation. And I'll be very upset. No, actually, I won't be upset. Clyde will be very upset. And you don't want to get Clyde on your bad side. He's a feisty cat. All right. See how we're just chopping here? We're not doing anything till we see otherwise. I'm just going to think this is going to continue, and we may come down and just touch the 8-day and just come right back here. But if you're expecting fireworks today, you're on your own. Hey guys, can we focus on? Let me ask you guys a question. Is Free Ride Scanner mine? Do I have anything to do with Free Ride Scanner? If you guys start posting things that are not related to mine, I'm going to kick you out of this room. I am here to talk about what I do, not about what free riders or free loaders do. So please focus on what I'm teaching you and stop talking about scanners that are not mine, whether they're working, VT. Don't play that game. Don't play that game here. Focus on Uncle Roger and Clyde. Okay? You do that again, VT, I'm going to kick you out. Don't do that. This is Uncle Roger's room, not other guru's room. Okay. Don't stop asking about things that are completely unrelated to what I talk about, VT. So we're very flat right now. We're not really doing much right now. Let's look at mags. Mags, now that's where the money is today, right? Magnificent Seven. As you could see, we moved a lot yesterday, down a whole 13 ticks. And right now we're up a whole. We just had Netflix report and mags. Or look at mags. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Do you see what I'm talking about? Where's this? Where's this? What's up with this? This is crappy price action. Just like yesterday. Look at yesterday, look at today. I want to see some meat on the bone. Omar's not trading is a position. Yeah, well, we're not. Do I look like Alex to you guys? Do I look like Alex Reed to you? No. Okay, thank you. It's okay, but do I look like Alex to you, VT? Okay. When you go to Alex's room, then you talk about Alex's programs. When you're in my room, you talk about my stuff. Okay, right here. Let's look at the Dow. Let's look at the Dow list. But you could see there's no trading range. Dow is moving, and the Dow was moving yesterday, by the way. Dow had a very nice A line yesterday. Remember, I drew this line for you. I drew this line for you a few days ago, and I told you if we break through this line, we're moving higher. It looks like technology is just sitting quietly, and blue chips, healthcare, industrial. It looks like those stocks are moving. I'm okay with that. So keep your eye on blue chips. Blue chips may be moving at the expense of technology today. I haven't even begun talking about small caps yet. Okay, so and let's look at Russell one last time, and then we'll get into the intraday price action. Choppy. Look at this. Choppy, 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 but still right at the 8-day EMA. So we have to respect this price action. All right. Now let's talk about intraday price action. Let me see what BSX is doing. Ooh, it's running away with the circus. Let's see how it opens. Okay. Let me delete these. Okay, we start right here. Overnight market. Look at how tight we are overnight. There's something about this level right here, 671.98. You want to write this level down. There's something about this level. Basically 672. Write down 672. There's something about that level. Okay. I need this level. Okay, let me give this to you guys. I'm going to post it right now. No concern about the opening gap, Jeff. Okay, let me give this to you. SPY intraday levels or overnight levels. That's the SPY overnight levels. Let's give you QQQ overnight levels. I know I make it look easy sometimes. Okay. Remember, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been doing this for so long that I don't even remember how long I've been. I mean, I go back so far, I don't even remember it now at this point. Okay. QQQ overnight levels. Hopefully, this is helping you. Pat, I don't use fib retracements. I've never in my life used pit retrace. I've been able to generate a 94% win rate without using a fib retracement ever once in my life. Imagine that. Mags. Let's look at mags. By the way, look at my levels from yesterday. I drew these levels 24 hours ago for you, literally 24 hours ago. What do you think about my levels? How well did they hold? So I don't know if you're here, Kara, and I'm not picking on you, but even though these are intraday levels, look at how well they hold overnight. If you want to like ever trade overnight, I remember Carlo was asking me about these levels. So they're really good for highs and lows for the next day as well. Let me delete these here. Let me put that there. They're really choppy. It's really hard. They're really hard to work with, okay? Because it's very choppy. That's about it. Actually, no, there's one more. Okay, right there. Okay. Yeah, they're in Telegram. I'm posting them all in the free Telegram channel where everybody has access, and maybe Raleigh or Cam can post my Telegram link here if you guys don't mind, my free Telegram channel. Here, mags overnight levels. Let's do SMH. Yeah, I don't like SMH here. They're actually not that bad here to work with. Okay. Matt says I use them in the morning. Yeah. Please explain why you think something up with, because there's a lot of touches there, Chris. Because there's a lot of touches there. A lot of touches. That's why. There's something going on at that level. Seems to be coming back to that level over and over again. SMH levels overnight. Let's do bonds too. Bonds. James Bonds. Oops. Jeez, look at that. Some trippy acid stuff going on there. I don't even know how I draw these things. Oh, what is this? Like, what is this thing? I don't even know half of this stuff is. Here, let me clear all. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's this area here. So right there. That's about it. And don't worry, I'll keep giving you these levels. And I haven't done the small caps yet. And by the way, we made money on a small cap yesterday. Uh, Bond levels. All right, we got one more small caps. Okay, there's one more level here, right there. Okay, it's like putting a puzzle together. You're using areas with the most touches. Stacy, I had a class on exactly on what I use for my levels. And if you have not seen it, you can go to Customer Service Live. Hopefully they have that document. If not, send me an email, roger@rogerscott.com, and I'll give you the download. It's not complicated. Russell 2000 levels. Enjoy. All right, there's my levels, okay? Okay, now, um, let me give you the small caps. Hold on. Let me make sure I have them here. Just need to turn this off, refresh it real quick, open it back up. Just takes a second and we'll have levels. Have a great day, Omar. Have a great day, Omar. It just takes a second, folks. Okay, let's start. No, no, no. Let's do this. SHMD greater than 770. I'll write all these out later, okay? No, 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 no. Uh, BNBX above 860. 860. Uh, no, 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 no. BDSX 970. No, that's it. Somebody had something to say. Ringo wants me to look at Buru. Buru, no soup for you. AIRE, no soup for you. And DNUT. DNUT actually, I'll add a DNUT. That'll work. Yeah, that's fine. I can add that. DNUT greater than, yeah, that one actually works. 560. 560. All right, let me write that down for you. Can somebody put a link? Cam, Gustavo, Raleigh, can you guys put a link for the Telegram channel? And if you don't have access to post here, can you post it in our Slack channel? And let me know when you did, and I'll find it in the Slack channel and I'll post it live for everybody. Can you do that for me? You liked the nerve yesterday? Yeah, that was great. So let me give you these. SHMD greater than 770. BNBX greater than 860. BDSX greater than 970. And DNUT, thank you for that one. Who was it? It was Ringo. Thank you for that, Ringo. We may have to put you back into the Beatles. DNUT 560. Anybody else wants to make any declarations? Anything else before we move on? All right. Yeah, we're doing good with time, actually. Ironically, I don't have to go anywhere today, but we're doing good on time. Let me see how the SPY's doing real quick. Yeah, SPY's up 0.11 right now. QQQ is down only 0.10 right now. By the way, I want to show you something interesting. Look at where QQQ bounced this morning from. This is yesterday's level. This is this morning's level. This is yesterday at 4 p.m. This is this morning's level. Do you see something here? See how these levels are used? There's a lot of stuff around the 611 area. A lot of stuff. Keep an eye on this today. I think you're going to find this more useful than usual today. Trading small caps was discussed. Joshua, I'll have another session later this week, I promise. I'll have another session later this week. Now it's time for me to give you my large cap stocks for today. Now, before I give you my large cap stocks for today, I want to show you something. There's only 50 stocks making a one-year high as of yesterday. There's 3 stocks making a 52-week low as of yesterday. Do you think the market has a lot of directional momentum right now? No. Look at 90-day, less than 100. We don't have a lot of directional bias right now. We're like this right now. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Roger, we're in the middle of earnings season. Shouldn't earnings, I posted them above, Rob, right above you, so you could see them right in the chat. So you're thinking, well, shouldn't earnings be high volatility? Yes, but it's not a rule. It's not a necessity. Keep in mind, if the stocks are coming in, listen to me, folks. You're not going to get this from Kramer. You're definitely not going to get this from Kathy. That Kathy's going to have a nice lawsuit on her hand. I promise you. For negligence. Or fiduciary duty. I don't want to put my lawyer card on right now. But right now, we don't have a lot of momentum. One of the reasons for that is because so far, the earnings that we are seeing have been already priced into most of these stocks. We're not seeing any surprises. Now, the earnings season just begun, and I'm going to do a full update. I haven't done it yet. I've been waiting for things to really start up, but I'm going to do a full update to tell you what to expect in the VIP room. We haven't done those sessions in a while. Don, that's a great question for Customer Service Live, and this is not Customer Service Live. Kathy Woods, ARC Funds, Kathy Woods. Let me show you why I'm so critical of her. Let me show you something. Learn. There's a lesson here. I don't have to be in a rush anywhere, so I want to show you this. Learn, watch, and learn. And by the way, everything I'm going to talk about right now, I've been saying for the last 7 years. Okay? This is not the first time. Look Look at Russell 2000, okay? What is it doing right now? All-time high, right? We had a real nasty sell-off, right? A bloodbath, which I, by the way, told you that was going to be the low about 4 years ago. I did. A lot of people were still here. We're at all-time highs. Small caps have completely recovered. Let me show you something. This is Cathie Woods. And Cathie Woods is basically a triple leveraged NASDAQ with crappy stocks. So this is Cathie Wood. Hold on a second. Here, let me go to weekly. Weekly 5 years. Okay. This is Cathie Woods. All-time high is at 160. She's at 88. Every mutual fund follows the indexes. There's a correlation of about 98%. So she managed. Now, I'm going to show you the same chart on IWM right now. Weekly, was it 4 years, 5 years? So look. This woman, Cathie, she's been promising everybody and their mother that when the small caps start coming back up again, they're at new highs right now, that she is going to recover. Do you see a recovery? So not only does she pick the worst stocks, she's picking triple leverage stocks that are shit, that are not even going up with the index. So all her investors are like, you were supposed to be the superstar and all the indexes are making new highs and you're still in an area where you were in 2021. I warned you all about this over the last 7 years. Okay. So people are like, well, you should be back here. Look, the Russell is back here. You should be here too. She has no excuse now. So for years, she's been telling people, when the small caps go, we're going to be like up here. And I've been telling everybody, no, you're not. No, you're not. So look at where she is. She's back. She hasn't recovered even half. Half. Bye, Cathie. Have a nice day. We'll be hearing books about you soon. Larry, ask me in the afternoon and I'll explain it to you. Ask me in the afternoon and I'll explain to you mathematically why. I'll give you the actual mathematic reason why. Okay? There's a very specific reason why. And I see you guys making exactly, you know what? I'm going to add that to my list. One second. That's a great idea. Discussion on why Cathie can't get her fund to mirror the Russell 2000. Okay. So let's now go back to our stocks. So not seeing a lot of follow through here. I'm not seeing a lot of stocks. Look at 50-day high, 48.15. There's no momentum right now in the market. Now, here's where things get interesting. Remember, we've been looking at this. Well, semiconductors are number one again. Technology's coming up. QQQ, consumer discretionary, communication services. So we are starting to see, let me give you a context. Look, a week ago. Utilities, defensive, offensive, middle, defensive. Look where technology was 5 days ago. Look where communication services was. Look where QQQ was. Look where semiconductor is. Look where Bitcoin is. Now look at today. That's 5 days ago. That's a week ago. Look at today. Bitcoin's coming up. Communication is not down here. Consumer discretionary is not down here. And if you've been following me every day, you know exactly what I'm talking about because we do this every day. But I'm starting to see a lot more tech and stuff here. And this is positive. So assuming this doesn't change today with Netflix taking a dump on us, and I don't think it will because the markets are not really reacting to it or it's being offset by other stocks, we should start seeing some more upside if this continues to fill up. What we want to see here is semiconductor, technology, QQQ, consumer discretionary, not healthcare, but I'll take healthcare right now. We have AbbVie. Communication services, Russell 2000, retail, mid caps, and then I want to see all the blue chips here. So we're getting there, but we're not there yet. And at the same time, we have no momentum. Folks, we have no momentum. We are in earnings and we have 49 stocks making a 1 year highs right now. We have 83 stocks making 90-day highs. We have no momentum right now. Okay, just wanted to show you that. It's not the worst thing, but it's not really all that great. In other words, it reduces our risk that we're going to fall apart, but it doesn't really give us a really great market. It will be a catalyst tomorrow. Big change from even yesterday. No, she shouldn't get any. I'm going to talk about Kathy, and I'm going to make sure you guys don't make the same mistake she does. Okay, let's talk about short stocks. And then I got to get out of here and let Mia in. She's probably sitting by the door. Okay. Energy stocks, not great right now. TELUS. Don't confuse this with TER. I confuse this a lot with TER. This is not TER. Lee Motors, we talked about this yesterday. Nice bearish stock. And we're already below this level, so we're good. Moss and EOG, one to a customer. Yeah, every day, twice a day at 8 and 12. Good. I'm glad you guys listened to that. Thank you, Catalin. I think I'm pronouncing your name right. Catalin. I think I'm pronouncing it right. And this one too, but they're really related, so you only want to pick one. And actually, EOG looks better. Got hair here, everything. Yeah, it looks much better. EOG, calm. Let's stay calm. Let's stay calm and make some money, right? This is an egg company, isn't it? Egg producer, Maine. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Karen the Shark, how are you? I haven't given the dogs out yet. I mean, the longs, not the dogs, the longs. VTS. I usually start with the shorts. VTS. KNF. Something in my hair here. All right, in my eye there. All right. Let's do longs. Teradyne, potential A line. I like this. I'm going to circle this. GRMN, potential A line. That's right, Michael. And I'll talk about Kathy. I like this, but not yet. I do like it. It's on my list. I like it right above this area, 253.87. You guys go ahead and set an alert for yourselves. We're on this side of the fence. I'm going to like GRMN a lot better. TRP, Richard's favorite stock. Actually, no, not TPR is Richard's favorite stock. Sorry, this is the wrong stock. TPR. Not TRP, TPR. My mistake. TPR. Very nice stock. I like how it's respecting the 50, and I like how it's respecting this area. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to confuse you, folks. Isn't this a great session? Aren't we having a great session? Up to the 200. Up to the 200. This would be the target here. It's actually in a nice gap to green. Let me give this to Matt for a possible gap to green. Let me tell him. Let me just give him a heads up on that. Okay. We got WST. I do like pharmaceutical stocks right now and healthcare. They're defensive right now, and the Dow is moving, so it's good. ACM. I mean, QQQ has not done anything in the last. I mean, look at this. Look at this, guys. Since 8:15 in the morning. Look at this. On earnings day. Do you see what I'm getting at here? The last 45 minutes. Just nothing. This looks really good. ACM looks really good. Really good. Like very nice for a swing, maybe. WK. Folks, are you guys getting benefit out of this? Are you guys getting value out of this? I've been here for 70 minutes with you already. WK looks really nice for a swing. I don't think I'd be day trading this stock. Intel. I can't believe Intel is on my list. But Intel is on my list. Look at this. You got a nice little ascending triangle going on here with Intel. And Delta Airlines. Blue chips, blue chips, blue chips, blue chips, blue chips, blue chips, blue chips. All right, that is what I have for you today. Let me give you some links. Please come to the VIP room. We'll talk about Cathie Woods. I'll spill the beans on Cathie Woods. I'll talk about, here, let me give you my agenda. I have a full agenda. I come prepared. I come swinging. Oh, Gustavo, I think, posted the link for me. No, Gustavo, the Telegram channel, not the YouTube channel, but thank you. Telegram channel. This is, folks, if you want to see all of the previous broadcasts, here is the YouTube stream channel. Everything we do here is recorded and put on this channel. Thank you. I appreciate it, Gustavo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And tell Jax I said hello. So let me give you my agenda. I'm going to talk about earnings scorecard. I'm going to talk about debit spreads on my favorite stocks, so you'll get a double whammy. I'm going to review implied volatility for those that are a little shaky. I'm going to talk about distinction between swing trading and day trading. And I'm going to talk about Kane, and Kane's going to come in. And we're also going to talk about, we're going to talk some smack about Cathie Woods. Hey, Ringo, am I trading BYND? No. Why are you talking about BYND? It's not on our list. It's not on our stock list. Don't talk about things that we don't talk, that are not my stuff in this room. Don't do that. It's disrespectful. It tells me you're not paying attention to me, and it's telling me that you think something is more important than what I'm talking about, and I highly doubt that's the case. Straight up. I highly doubt that's the case. Don't do that. Stick to things that we talk about here. You can always find another place to talk about BYND or whatever that stock is. Okay? All right. Let me give you the last links. And that'll be that. Here's VIP room. You want me to look at it? Okay, I'll look at it. Let's see. BYND. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, let's take a good look at it. Okay. The stock had the most volume yesterday. The stock is about 4 standard deviations above the 1.5 line. Volume today is going to be lower than yesterday, and the stock is already today at the lower part of the range. Why should I want to look at this stock? What's in it for me? It's not a small cap. It's not a small cap stock. It has crazy volume, and it's already 1.5 times. This is the low on the day today is 1.5 times standard deviation. Can you explain to me one reason why I would be looking at this stock? Either do I. Thank you. Come again. All right. Thank you for wasting my time. Now let's it doesn't fall my category. Yeah, earlier when it was in play. It's Phil. What did I tell you guys here about free riders? All right, I'm gonna just. I told you here not to talk about stuff that's not Ringo. I'm kicking you out of here. I'm gonna remove you. I'm gonna remove Phil. If you guys come in here, talk about my stocks. We're not here. We're not here to talk about somebody else's stocks. If I see it again, I'm going to do exactly what I just did. I'm going to kick you guys out of here or remove your messages. Don't do that. Okay. Did I mention BYND today? No. Don't mention it unless you want me to look at it. If you want me to look at it, then say, please take a look at this stock and tell us if it's good. If you're going to be bringing up other stocks, you're bringing up those stocks, you're being disrespectful. Don't come into my house and talk about other stuff that other folks are doing that I don't care about. Don't do that. All right? All right. I'm not looking for help. Ringo, if I need your help, I will be the first to ask you. I'll be the first person to ask you. Thank you. All right, guys. But what you're doing is you're distracting others. It's not hot. It's not a hot stock. I can give you 5 reasons why it's not a hot stock. Okay, so you guys want me to show you bind? Okay, look. Is volume? Let's look at it. What's the first thing I look at? What's the first thing I look for a small cap stock? I want to see the highest volume it's had in years. Is volume higher today than it's been in years? No. Is it buzzing pre-open? No. Is it already trading above 1.5 standard deviation? Yes. Why would I want to look at this stock? There's nothing exciting about this stock. There's nothing interesting about this stock. When there was something interesting about that stock, I was talking about that stock. Okay? All right. Trust me, if there's a small cap stock you need to look at, I will find it. Okay. If you guys want to get ripped off, if you want to get screwed, then knock yourself out. If you have any other questions, please send me an email, but don't distract me with some nonsense, okay? For the third time. All right. Thank you all, and have an amazing day. We may be choppy today. We may end up just being very flat today. I'm just not feeling it or seeing it. I will keep updating you, and Clyde will keep updating you every step of the way. You want me to look at COP? Yeah. If you want me to look at something, then say, please take a look at something, and then I'll look at it. But telling something to buy something or go above something, that's not helpful. Yeah, I like it for a short. My only concern with this is what I said about crude oil. I want to see if crude oil is going to go up and tag this and start coming off. If it does, it'll weaken the crude oil stocks. This is why I wanted to give you the analysis on this today. All right, guys, thank you so much. Love you all. Appreciate all of you. And again, the only reason why I don't want you to talk about stocks that I'm not talking about is because I don't want you confusing anybody and giving people stupid advice. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Take care. I'm doing this because I care about you. If I didn't care about you, then I wouldn't care about you posting some stupid stock somewhere. Bye. I don't want you guys getting into trouble. I want you guys to be well. I care about you. I actually care about you. Okay? Bye, guys. Take care. No monkey business today. All right? No monkey business. Pay attention. We may have a very low probability day where you might end up just getting stuck.